President Trump just nominated only child and sports fan Judge Brett Kavanaugh to the Supreme Court. Now Judge Kavanaugh is no Mike Lee. That's who I was hoping the president would pick. But if he does make it past the Senate, what does that mean for your civil liberties? Let's bring in Cato Institute Supreme Court Review Editor-in-Chief Ilya Shapiro. Ilya, you have been very busy tonight. Thank you so much for taking time. What are your first thoughts on this nominee?
Well, you liked Mike Lee. I did too. I probably would have preferred Don Willett, but regardless, Kavanaugh is a conventional conservative choice. I mean, he has a long track record. He's not some stealth David Souter or squishy Anthony Kennedy. He's really good on government structure and the Constitution's structural protections for liberty, like Kennedy was, and pushing back on administrative law. Hopefully, he locks arms with Neil Gorsuch on that project. What does that mean for the president? Well, it means the president took the advice of his closest legal advisors. It was well known that Don McGahn, the White House counsel, was championing Brett Kavanaugh, and that he had a lot of friends in insider D.C. legal elite types. So much for draining the swamp, I guess. But it means Trump is ready to go with someone who has a strong record of pushing back on government power in those structural ways. And you asked about civil rights. It just depends. He doesn't have a full panoply of rulings on a lot of issues because in the D.C. circuit, he's mostly dealing with big government agencies. Mm-hmm. He has had an opportunity to expound on protections for the right to keep and bear arms. He disagrees with most of his fellow judges across the country, which are effectively resisting the Second Amendment. Mm-hmm. On other things, we don't know. He's ruled more about the National Security Agency, as you were discussing with Justin, than on bread and butter Fourth Amendment police cases. Now, how do you glean some of those answers from the Senate confirmation process, which, as I said before, is usually just a bunch of grandstanding and showboating? Yeah, it's kabuki theater. You don't glean that from the confirmation process at all. You go through his long record, and he doesn't just write opinions. He publishes law review articles. He gives lots of speeches. I mean, people are concerned, myself included, that he might be too much like John Roberts in being restrained and minimalist, splitting the baby and all that. But he has a long time involvement with the Federalist Society and all of these intellectual theories. He's not just kind of a Republican Party animal. So that gives me that assuages me somewhat. It might be problematic, his past with the Starr report and that investigation of President Clinton and his involvement in the Bush White House. We've got about 20 seconds left. What do you think the bottom line is? That's surely where the attacks from the left are going to come. They're not going to be citing Humphrey's executor and all of these old cases about getting the separation of powers wrong. They're all going to be talking about Bush and the war on terror and Bush lied and people died. And Ken Starr, even worse, who I guess just made an appearance on your sister station on Fox News. 5 seconds left. Will he be confirmed? Absolutely. He will be on the court that first week of October, and he will generally be good. Ilya Shapiro, Cato Institute, thank you so much.